I will be doing a quick tank review for the German Tier 5 heavy tank, the VK3001H. This vehicle, it is not that bad nor good, but if you play to the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this machine. Some of the major faults of the machine that you came from the DW2 to this is that the machine, it is not that fast, and the armor can be penetrated easily enough. If you want to do quite well in this tank, you have to be at the right place at the right time and know what you are doing if you want to do well in this tank. If you are at the wrong place at the wrong time against tanks that can easily kill you with their rate of fire, you will be killed easily enough. Fortunately, there is not much of a learning curve between the DW2 to this, except this is a slightly better tank than the DW2 with a better selection of guns to choose from. Let's get to the vehicle stats now. The machine, when it is fully upgraded, it is not that bad of a Tier 5 heavy tank. Hit points, you have 660 hit points. You can take a few hits before you are killed with that amount of hit points, and if you angle the armor correctly against lower tier vehicles whenever you are top tier. As a heavy tank, it weighs 37 tons. That means you are not going to be that fast of a heavy. So it will be a while until you to get to one front. With the decent horsepower to ton ratio that you have in this vehicle, the engine that you will have is a 400 horsepower engine. Watch out for the engine fire at 20%. With the 400 horsepower engine, you have a decent horsepower to ton ratio with this engine. With the Waffe gun that I am using, you have about 11 horsepower to 1 ton. But if you are going to be using the other top gun on the machine, the 10.5 centimeter L28 gun, your horsepower to ton ratio will be around 10 horsepower to 1 ton due to the increase of the weight from the gun by itself compared to the Waffe gun here. The top speed, it is 35 kilometers. You can easily reach this whenever you are on flat terrain and going downhill. The hull and the turret traverse, they are not that good nor bad. The hull 22, the turret 24. The hull and the turret armor, it is good and it is bad. The hull armor, it is very boxy with all of the traditional German weak spots at this tier still. The hull armor, it is 50 in the front, side 50, rear 50. But if you angle the front armor well enough, that 50 millimeters of armor, you can ricochet some rounds with it, if you just angle it well enough. The majority of the armor of the machine, it is in the turret of the tank. If you can get it in a hold down position and only show the turret armor, you can ricochet a fair amount of low caliber guns due to the armor thickness. The majority of the armor will be in the gun mantle TL. The armor in the front for the turret, it is 80, side 60, rear 60. The Kapla, if you have the height advantage and the gun pen, the Kapla can be penned easily enough. The gun that I prefer to use on this machine, it is a 75mm gun here. This Waffe gun here have a good rate of fire, good pen, so you can pen most targets with AP and APCR, but unfortunately this gun does not have HE. The The damage per shot it is low, but due to the high rate of fire that you can get out of this gun with a good crew, you can potentially do a lot of damage with this gun at this tier. The gun it is quite accurate, .34, so you can aim at the vehicle weaker weak spots, and the aiming time it is not that bad nor good. It could be better at 2.5 seconds. The view range it is quite good, 360 meters. When you add in binocular telescope coated optics with crew perks on top, you can have about the maximum view range in game. The radio it is quite good at 710 meters. The gun depression, I forgot to mention it. It is quite good as well. 10 degrees downward, 20 degrees up, so you can hill fight with this if you must. Let's cover the research part of the tank now. The research for this tank, it's an easy tank to go through, especially if you went down the medium tank line to have all of the guns already researched on this vehicle. If you just came from the DW2 to the VK without researching anything else on the other vehicles within the German line, you will have to research everything on this tank. You will have to research the top pair of tracks, the engine upgrades, the top turret on this tank if you have already researched everything else on this tank. To begin off, let's begin with the tracks. To mount all the equipment onto this vehicle, you will have to get the second pair of tracks. The second pair of tracks have the better hull traverse, 22 here. Engines. The first engine, it is not that bad nor good at 300 horsepower, but getting the second engine will help increase the horsepower to ton ratio so you are not so heavy. The 375 horsepower engine will make this into a somewhat mobile heavy tank. The second engine, it is only usable on the tank here, as well with the first engine. The first engine is the 400 horsepower engine, and it is only usable on this tank and the VK36. So get the top engine ASAP to have the best horsepower to ton ratio that you can have out of this tank. The FUG 12 radio, you should have had unlocked this already on any other vehicles that uses it. And you would have had researched this already on the DW2 as well. The turrets. To use all of the guns after the top turret, you will have to research and mount the top turret. From the first to the second turret, you get better turret armor, better view range, and with the bonus of extra hit points and slightly better gun handling stats, you will be taking a penalty when it comes to the turret traverse from 42 for the first turret to 24 for the second. The guns, if you have not researched any of these guns through the medium line already, you will have the L24 and the L60 gun. Pick either of these two guns to get to the L43. Use the L43 to get the top turret, and until you get the one of the top guns that you're going to be using after the first turret. One gun that is quite good is the L28. This is a howitzer with howitzer stats. The rate of fire, it is not that great, but if you just fire HE and heat out of this, you will be damaging most tanks that you're going to be coming across if you can penetrate them easily enough. The gun, it is not that accurate at .55. All of the 75mm guns have roughly the same stats, but they do get slightly better. The L43, the L48. The L48 is not that bad of a gun, it is slightly better than the L43. And then the L70 here, it's a good gun as well. It is just like the L48, but with slightly better stats, but a reduced rate of fire. The 75mm gun, they are quite good if you want to use them, especially the L70. The 75mm gun, they are fast firing, have decent pen damage output, and they are accurate enough, especially the L70 gun. The other gun that is quite good, that is very close to the L70 gun, and it is the one that I'm using currently on this tank, is the Wolfie gun. It is a 75mm gun with the same stats, but it has a better rate of fire, a bit more accurate. The one issue that I have with the Wolfie gun here, if you want to hit something, you have to fully aim at the target if you want to hit it. This gun, it is not that accurate if you are not fully aim in. So just remember to fully aim onto your targets if you're going to be using the Wolfie gun. The VK here lead to two vehicles, the VK3601H or the VK3002M, based upon which tank that you want to go after, once upon you researching either the L48 to get to the VK here, or the howitzer to get to the VK36 here. Let's cover the consumables, the ammo layout, the equipment, and how you are going to be using the VK3601H. Let's begin off with the consumables. I would go with a first aid kit, a repair kit, and a manual fire extinguisher. If you do not want to use a manual fire extinguisher, you can go with the chocolate rations here to get the crew bonus of 10% when it is used. Or you can go with either of the large kits to get their permanent bonus. The large repair kit, when it's not used, you get a repair bonus of 10%. And the first aid kit, you get a increased chance of the crew members not getting injured. The ammo for this vehicle, you have about 45 rounds of ammo with the Wolfie gun here. For the most part, you will not run out of ammo in this tank while you are using this gun. You have two ammo types to use, AP and APCR. AP, you can penetrate most of the targets if you know where to shoot at, but save the APCR for the higher tier targets that you have a problem penetrating with the regular AP with. The equipment setup that I went with the medium caliber tank gun rammer tool, decrease my loading time, and binocular telescope to increase my view range. The gun rammer and the binocular telescope, with them equipped, it increases the performance of the VK when I am playing it as a medium to a short distance sniper. The other pieces of equipment that you can use if you want to is vents to get your crew a bonus of 5%, for all of the crew members. $2 to get your repairs done faster by 25%. Coded optics if you want to have a permanent view range increase. This machine armor, as it is not that thickly armored, there is a chance for the crew members and the modules to be damaged. So be careful about that. Now, how are you going to be playing the VK? As a Tier 5 vehicle, you will be having Tier 5 matchmaking from Tier 5 up to Tier 7. The way that you are going to be playing the VK, based upon the gun you are using, the howitzer here, it's a good gun to use if you are going to be primarily using this as a front line tank or even as a support vehicle with a howitzer. But if you're going to be playing more of a support role when it comes to sniping at enemy tanks, the rifle gun is a good choice to use if you're planning to be using this as a medium to short distance sniper for your team. Other tactics that you can use in this tank as well, it is not that quick nor fast, so you can play this as a somewhat mobile heavy, as a flanking vehicle, as a support vehicle, and with the binocular telescope, if you get to a certain spot on the map, you can be eyes for the ally tanks around you as well. Based upon the equipment and the gun you are using, you can modify it to suit your personal play style. Whether you want to play as a support vehicle up front, or as a very aggressive heavy, or even as a medium to a short distance sniper, as I have this vehicle set up as. I have two replays to show you how well you can do in the VK3001H. This replay, I am top tier again. I will show you how well the 10.5 centimeter howitzer can do if you are going to be using it. I have only HE and heat. Whenever you are top tier, you could use AP as well on the low tier machines that you can pen easily enough. Let's speed this replay up a bit. I am heading to the J line area to assist my team in the push in that area. I accidentally pressed the fire button at the time in the match. Right now, I have some backup behind me. I will be using the dunes here as cover as I advance. I am looking around to see what targets I can shoot at from my location. Currently, where I am, I cannot shoot at any targets. I am requesting help where I am, as there will be targets to shoot at. Seeing 1 KV and another one in the K line, I focus my fire on this KV. If I did give the KV one a bit more lead time with my gun, I could have had penetrated its side with the heat. Seeing the 2 KVs there, and I have some backup, I begin my push. I poke cover just a bit to shoot at the KV. I rushed that shot there. I fully aim. Got a good damage roll there with the heat. 340 damage. Once loaded, I poke cover the ridge here to shoot at these vehicles. That KV. Both of them shot at me. I fired on the move at that KV. Now the one has turned to get some heat. Good damage roll there. The T-34 finished it off. By now, my team is in the lead for kills. The enemy team is catching up in the kills. 6-4. Let's speed this up a bit here. Now at the base area here, I look at what targets I can shoot at from the area I am in. The majority of their team is in the north here. The T-34 there. I tried to aim at the vehicle there, but the round fell short. Let's speed this up a bit here. There are 2 vehicles in my proximity, a T-34, the Churchill, and the HMC M41. The T-34, I will get up close and personal to give him some HE love. I load HE to make sure I can kill the artillery. This replay, for being top tier, I did not that bad. For using the howitzer on the VK here. For the 3 kills that I got, I did about 1,200 damage. That is about twice the hit points that I have. So not too bad using the howitzer for being top tier. The howitzer on this, it is not that bad if you know what you are doing, no matter what the matchmaking you get yourself into. The next replay I will be showing you is the damage potential that you can do within a match while using the 75mm Waffy gun. Let's go to that replay now. This replay I will show you how you can fill multiple roles within a match when you are top tier. I am heading towards the D line area while my platoon is going to the other side of the map to support the team on that front there. I am grouping up with my allies in the area here. So once we have enough people, we can do a push towards the enemy base. The Excelsior there. I poke out to get side shots on the Excelsior side. The rate of fire for this Wolfie gun is quite good. As shown here, I took about half of the Excelsior health off, while he took about a quarter of my health off. Here I will be rushing some of my shots. I did not fully aim in and rush the shot, so it missed the target. I was trying to aim at the what would be the Kepler and the top of the tank there. Seeing there is a vehicle behind me by the LT-38 alerting me to the Hetzer presence. I turn around quickly enough to shoot at the Hetzer. Here, I am going to be able to shoot at some of the tanks in the open here, if they were in the open here to shoot at. Seeing the tanks are in the middle here, I am advancing to shoot at what targets I can while they are in the open still. If I was on the hill there, and the majority of the forces were here, that would have had been a very good sniping spot to shoot from, while being a short to a medium sniper still. That artillery there, I am using my rate of fire to kill it quickly enough. Seeing that Churchill is alive still, I try to catch up to the Churchill to finish it off, but a platoon mate finished it off for me. Now I am at a spot in case if anything did choose to go into the open area where I was aiming at, I could have had easily shoot at them from here and hit them most of the time, as long as I lead my shot and fully aiming onto the target. Yes, you here, I tried to lead my shot when I was falling down. The fall and an ally getting in the way prevented me from finishing the SU off. Now me and my platoon mates, the T-34 there, we are doing our base charge. Seeing the AT last position, I am trying to get myself into a position where I can get some flank shots from. The AT is coming towards my location. Here I get some flank shots on the side there, using my rate of fire. This is a bit risky what I am doing. The AT could easily finish me off, as I can finish the AT off as well. That shot didn't penetrate and ricochet off. I finished the AT off there. This match, I almost got myself a top gun here for being a top tier vehicle. I was just 1 kill short. Between me and my platoon, we got about 2/3 of the enemy kills here. If Mad Mark did survive, we would have had gotten the Brother in Arms medal as well. This replay I did quite well for being a top tier vehicle. For the 5 kills that I did get, I did about 1,700 damage using this Waffy gun. Let's go to the garage now to do a brief recap on the vehicle. Let's do a brief recap on the VK3001H. This vehicle, it is not that bad nor good for a tier 5 heavy tank, but if you play to the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this machine. Remember, the vehicle armor, it is not that thick, so you can possibly be killed quickly enough with a high rate of fire gun that can penetrate you easily enough if you get to the wrong place at the wrong time in this tank. Also, the armor, it is not that thick, so the crew members and modules can be damaged easily enough based upon where the shot goes through in this tank. This vehicle, based upon the gun and the equipment setup that you have the VK3001H with, it can be quite versatile to suit your personal play style in this tank. Remember, if you are going to be playing as a medium to a short distance sniper or even as a support vehicle, using the terrain and distance to your advantage is a good idea. This vehicle, it is good to use when you are in a group of friendly tanks, so you can use the good rate of fire for the Waffy gun here to take out most of the tanks you are going to be facing up against with the help of your allies. This vehicle overall, if you play the vehicle to its strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this machine. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and even follow my channel as well. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone.